EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jordan Jenkins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Going for it all. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A handoff to Moss on the option. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, Lance. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, Lance. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. It's Hill, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cordero Patterson. as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. Lance looking to throw it. Now he'll escape to his right. And he is into the end zone for two more as the lead moves up to 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Lance now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Now he's forced out right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Lance now on 1st down. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. They complete it to Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Gets this one to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Lance. Now he's flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They're going to try and throw. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lance. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Barkley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to throw here. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold it a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on.
And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding. Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
They're going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 6. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Back to throw. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. On the return, Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just
blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search. They have pressure coming, and they got it once again. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Raw had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Austin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now play fake. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
Again, it's Barkley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Day. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Austin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 41, Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On play action, Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll roll him out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. picked off by Justin Evans. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. The 40. 20. 10.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From the gun, it's Lance. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
These two teams all tied after 1. They go play action here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Again to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So that one will be accepted. On 1st down, Lance. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He dumps it off for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down now, Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, past the 20, touchdown, Carolina. Jamar Chase, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And some room to maneuver. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Panthers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, as he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Lance. And going deep for Hill. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Rolling to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Lance now on first down. Now he steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing now is Lance. Buying time to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they finally put it into this return. Not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And Lance going to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Touchdown, Panthers. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, it's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyle Pitts with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Lance now on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, Lance. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Being chased out left. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Barkley, a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And some space here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Hurts. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll run forward with Barkley, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Hurts throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. But first down, Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. McCann for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Saints 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy,
they got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts sets it up to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Lance now to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Lance eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. On play action, Lance. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. After the sack on first down, Lance, he'll buy some time, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And going deep for Hill. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that lap. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. And going deep for Hill. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance out to his left. And that is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Hurts. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the deep.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And now look at him go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now Lance.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And that one a little too... High as it's knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the run, it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Barkley.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's got some space here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's a diving catch right side. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Wayne Goldman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance.
Flush to his right.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now Lance again.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
This one left side, caught by Patterson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
Buying time to his left. And it is caught at the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain areas?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Hurts throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lance going to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll run on first down. Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So we've come upon halftime here in this